This is Joe Fileri with Teoma Systems, and today we're going to be showing you some basic call handling functionality for the Avaya IP Office telephone system. For this demonstration, we will be using the Avaya 9608G IP telephone, but really the things we will discuss can be carried over to any of the 9600 or 9500 series phones. We'll discuss answering calls, transferring calls, putting calls on hold, conference calling, and parking calls. So to start, let's get an active call established. You can see when an incoming call is alerting at the station, we get some options down below the display. Answer, send the call to voicemail. I can ignore that call to silence the ringer. You can also hit the speakerphone button to answer it or simply lift the handset. So in this case, I'm going to hit answer. You can see now that that call is connected. I have an active call on my A call appearance button. If I were to push the hold button at this point in time, it'll put that caller on hold. Caller will hear music on hold, and I get a flashing light here letting me know that that caller is indeed on hold. At this point, if I wanted to make another call, I could use my B call appearance to make another outbound call. And I could then put that caller on hold if I wanted to, and now I have two flashing buttons and I could toggle back and forth between those two connected callers. Going back to our initial call, if I wanted to bring another party onto this call, that's where I would use my conference button here. So one active call is established. I'm going to hit conference. You'll see the system automatically puts that first call on hold and gives us dial tone on our second call appearance. So I am going to initiate another call. In this case, I'm just calling into my voicemail system, but this could be internal, external, really doesn't matter. Once you've got that call connected, you press your conference button again, and you can see now that we have 3 people connected to our conference call. If I'd like to bring another caller on, I hit conference again, dial up my next party. Once they're connected, hit conference, and basically keep going and keep connecting parties. So once you have a call established, you've got a details button down here. It's going to show you all the different members attached to that call. If we had external callers on this call, we would see their phone numbers listed here, and we get some ability to mute parties on that call. So if I wanted to mute a party, I could hit the mute button here. You can see the icon changes right next to the name of the person. If I wanted to unmute them, I hit that mute button again, and it will unmute that party. We can also drop people from that conference call by hitting the drop button, and you can see when I did that, we went from 4 parties to 3. I'm going to go back out, and we're going to end that call. So that's basic conference control. So let's get another call established here. So I've got a new call connected. So maybe I want to transfer this caller. So with a call established like I have right now, I'm going to hit the transfer button. When I hit transfer, it's going to put that first caller on hold and give me dial tone on my next call appearance button. At this point, I could transfer that call to wherever I wanted. So I'm going to transfer it to an internal extension. And I can either hang up the call to complete that transfer or hit complete. And now that call has been transferred. So that would be a blind transfer where I'm going to blindly transfer that call to an individual, and if they answer it, great. If not, it's going to go to that user's voicemail box. I could also announce that transfer to somebody. So instead of blindly sending it, I could do an announce transfer. Same process, so I'm going to hit the transfer button. I'm going to dial my party. And instead of hanging up, I'm going to wait for that person to answer. Hey Jennifer, this is Joe. How are you today? Good. I'm going to transfer somebody over to you. Is that all right? All right, very good. So now I'm going to hit complete, and it's going to send that transfer over. So I announced who I was sending over, and it completed the transfer to that user. The last type of transfer would be a direct to voicemail transfer. So again, once I have a call established, I have the ability now, instead of hitting the actual transfer button, I'm going to hit my message button. So I'm going to hit message. I'm going to put in the extension number of the mailbox that I want to send this to. You can see it's going to show me who I'm sending it to. I'm then going to hit select, and it will send that caller directly into that user's mailbox without ringing their telephone. So direct to voicemail transfer, you're going to use your message button as opposed to using the transfer button on the display. Let's connect another call here. So the final thing I wanted to show you is how to park a call. So park I like to think of as a global holding zone. If I were to put a call on hold, it is available at the phone that it is being held on and only that phone. But instead of hitting hold, I'm going to hit one of my park buttons. Now if I park it, the park button on my phone flashes and the park button on every other phone in the organization will also flash. So it gives me the ability to place that call in a global holding zone where I can have access to it anywhere I'd like. To retrieve that call off a park, I simply press the flashing park button and I am reconnected to that caller. So it's a good way to move phone calls around the system if you're and not be tied to your specific desk phone. So that's call handling 101. We talked about hold, conference, transfer, park, and answering and disconnecting calls. Again, this was Joe Fileri with Teoma Systems. Thanks for your time today and hope it was helpful.